The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 720, Nasdaq's up 171, S&Ps are up 84. Gold contract down $15.40, trading $17.40 an ounce. We got silver up 27 cents, $17.34 an ounce. Light sweet crude, what a bid here, man. One day after another, up $3, $32.43 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now down 11 ticks, trading 138.31. The 30-year off a full point plus 11 ticks at 179.19. And King Dollar down 347 ticks, trading 100.056. You get the euro out here at 108. The yen is at 107.5, and the British pound is at 121 to 1 US dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning. It looks like we got everything going on in this market to kick it off, man.
There's no doubt, man. Talk about one after the other, bringing that S&P up to some monster numbers. And in the Clearwater, Tampa, St. Pete area, Tom, you have the storm where you are too?
We sure do, man. I got the blinds open right now in my home office, and it is pretty cool to say, hopefully everything stays safe. We did get knocked off right? It's blowing huge, man. It looks like a hurricane is rolling in, which there's that hurricane off the coast of North Carolina. Tropical storm. Hurricane season doesn't officially start till June 1st, man, but this is where, whether
it's a monster then. So picture where my house is to where your house. You're talking, that is a monster thing, because our office is in the middle, folks. I got hit, the office got hit, I was in the den simultaneously at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, man.
It is, and it's blowing right now. I'm more towards the middle of the state of Florida, man. I'm feeling it for sure. You guys are towards the West Coast. You're feeling it for sure.
Yeah, so I think you're getting what we got about an hour and a half ago. Interesting, man. Yeah, because that was vicious, man. Unreal.
Was it? Yeah, I heard. I mean, one of the producers literally like tornadoes hitting as he's driving in, so he's staying at home, and the other producer's scrambling at about 8:50 in the morning as we get no matter how many power supplies we have, folks, when you get a tornado and you have hurricane season roll in, you get glitches in things, which is what we had. But yeah,
totally. Now, market-wise, this is something else. There's no doubt. We take a look at this S&P, folks. The bottom line is that the top of this range, it's going for it right now, man. I mean, the top of the range, you can say we're almost at it. That's 29.47. We've hit 29.38. The top tick out here is going all the way back to the 30th, which would be the 29.65 area.
Okay, and keep in mind what's pretty cool here on the S&Ps especially, man, just putting the exact marker. We're coming right into the 618 retracement. We flirted with this line recently. I'm going to put it up on my chart right now. Do I have my chart posted? I may not. Let me see. Do I have my chart posted? Yes, I do. So you can see, I mean, we're dealing literally to almost the point, 618. We've bounced up there, like you said, a couple times, and each time what's interesting is we've come right back down to that 50% marker.
Yes.
Today may be different if it has a shot, right? Third time may be a charm. And what's interesting, really, I see, is that you were already coming into today with some force, man, in terms of the markets being higher, right? 6, 7 in the morning. And then you get that Moderna story to give it a real boost. That extra oomph. So I'm not sure. Well, selling could do it, but we'll see if that wanes, because that's an encouraging story. The Moderna story.
It's a big story. There's no doubt. So let's go take a look at that stock, because let's see. This little baby it has been a rocket ship, and it's so wild. I got 2 different calls coming into the close out there on Friday, and one of them was Maduro, and the guy was in it at 28, and I said, well, maybe you should take half of it off, and you get all your money back, and you make 25%.
You can't go wrong, man, because there's going to be highs and lows as we get bits of news. So I have the article up here for people that weren't following, just to get into the specifics, because I imagine this should be talked about. Hopefully this really gets followed, man. They only had 45 participants, okay? Yeah. That's the one thing to keep in mind, all right? You need thousands of participants when the phases go through before anything becomes really out there to start pushing through it. And you actually only had 15 people in each group receiving microgram doses, 25, 100, and 250. They each received 2 doses, 28 days apart, and then 2 weeks after that, they test them for antibodies, right? Okay. Well, of the 45, they all had antibodies that would be seen from people who recovered from the disease. Now, the important part, though, to keep in mind here, right, is that levels of neutralizing antibodies were at or no, here we go. Sorry. The vaccine also produced neutralizing antibodies, all right? Must be slightly different than just antibodies against COVID in at least 8. So at least 8 out of 45 experts have said neutralizing antibodies appear to be important in acquiring protection. Right. So
okay, sorry.
I was just going to say, when I read it initially, I said, oh my goodness, 45 out of 45 have antibodies. But you get into it, right? I guess you need different kinds of antibodies, and it seems at least 8 of the 45. Nonetheless, encouraging data on the early stages.
Yeah, I was listening to Bloomberg on the way in. The scientist was explaining that those last 8, right? What happens, folks, is that they're proteins that trick the body into the immune system to kick that virus out, which is pretty cool. That's the kicker, man. So,
yeah.
Let's go to Jose. Let's go to Jose in Tampa. Hey, Jose, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. Hey, thank God you guys are back in your seats this morning. Let's outmaneuver these Ponzi schemers and put me in a higher tax bracket.
So what are you doing with Microsoft?
Okay, I went long some call auctions. It's near the high, Tom.
Good.
What do you think?
I'm glad you're not going short. No,
I get out of my 3 golds, Royal Gold, Newmont, and Barrick on Friday, because this market is so sensitive to a headline. I just don't like holding them. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. Gold was up like $15-20 this morning at 3 a.m.
And now it's down 15. Yes, you're right.
I know that. There you go. One headline about a possible vaccine.
Yeah. So what strike price do you have in the Microsoft?
I have the 60. I've got the. Let's see here. I've got the June 190 call.
June. Okay, you get some time. Well, it's going to be tough to break that 190, I think it's going to go after it. I mean, Microsoft is strong, man, big time,
Okay, that's what I don't want 190. I want 190. I don't care anything above. I'll be doing a Carl Lewis in the other direction once I get a couple points here.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to hit it. I mean, it wants to go for it. You know what I mean? So
okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
You had good volume and price action last week, man. And it's when you're pushing into those swings with Powell, which it's doing. I suspect you're going to get at least the test of it. So you get some action, man.
Okay, Tom. Royal Gold is like my ex-wife, moody and bipolar. I had to divorce it on Friday. I can't take that one. That's up and down like a roller coaster. I just bought calls on Newmont. I bought the same ones, June 19, the 68 Newmont calls. They're holding today pretty good.
Listen, man, that's a good move. What Jose is saying here, folks, is no doubt, man. Royal Gold, man, is strong, but, it's up and down 5 points almost every day, man. Cooking, brother. You got action with Newmont. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Thanks, man.
Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 660, Nasdaq's up 156, S&Ps are up 80. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 686, Nasdaq's up 171, S&Ps are up 84, and Disney, Tom, your Disney's taking a little rocket ship here, man.
Well, that Disney, man, I don't know if it's mine, but it is a rocket ship, man. The last I was mentioned to a couple of friends, and I've been talking about it a lot because I'm a Disney believer, man, long-term bull for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you're up on a company like Disney almost 20% from Thursday morning. Think about that, right? I mean, you need to have a lot of risk to achieve those types of gains. And with Disney at $100, the long-term risk, I see very little in a company like that when you get this type of an acceleration. The market's seeing it too. I mean, they made a deal. It's been a good couple of days for Disney, right? I mean, they opened Shanghai last week. They're going to open Disney Springs, I believe, in Florida 2 days from right now. Right. That's a shopping area. They made a deal with their union last week to be able to open with conditions and so forth for social distancing last week. But for some context, man, I was looking at it this morning. So you go back. You announced the plans for the Disney Plus streaming to add some fundamentals of what's going on here and why, this is a total mix of really the fundamentals of a company like, we've talked about it, man. At a time like this, you want to pick these companies if you're going to be a long-term buyer with strong fundamentals, brands, corporations, cash, so forth to survive. They announced, it's more than a year ago, whether it was right around April, the plans that they were going to have for Disney Plus. The whole world didn't know. Are they going to offer it at $19? They're going to offer it at $10? They come out and they say they're going to offer it, like $7 or $8. They're going to bundle it for like $13. That's this first charge higher in the market.
Yes.
Then you actually start streaming in November. Things go well, and they tell people that they signed up however many millions of subscribers. Bottom line is you're already at 50, 60 million subscribers. What I could never figure out, right, is that being below the price level of where the world had no idea of what Disney Plus would entail, right, to fast forwarding where you have a price that undercuts Netflix and you're already at 60 million people. I couldn't square with everything going on in the short term those numbers, because if you ever told the world in January of 2019 that Disney is going to undercut on price and be approaching 60 to 70 million subscribers in a year, the price would be no matter what was going on with the parks, I feel like the price wouldn't be near it, you know?
Oh, yeah, big time.
That's just the take on. So you get a pop and you get a pop.
What's intriguing, folks, is that, and this is, and the market's still excited about it, the restrictions that are going to be in place are pretty incredible.
I bet, right?
You have to wear a mask. They're going to take your temperature before you go in.
Sure.
So that's pretty intense, man.
It is. But you're going to see it, man. Shanghai, they sold out in minutes on some of the days because you're at 30% capacity, and that 30% capacity in Shanghai was 25,000 people or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I just always think about, can Netflix open a park with their characters that they own the rights to and sell tens of thousands of tickets in a minute to get in there? That's where they don't have characters. They have Ozark. They have them, but that's the part that I found interesting most about that, man. And Disney, don't get me wrong, if you're short term, man, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 3 years. Because just like you said, when are you going to feel comfortable without wearing a mask, without washing your hands, without being super aware where you are? Sports, they own ESPN. Sports events and concerts are probably going to be the last possible thing that opens back up when everything is completely gone. And then you have the parks along with it, and movie production, which is a little bit tough, but that's coming online as well. So some short-term woes, but long-term, man, and you see it in that acceleration from 100, and we're over, anything close to what we've been dealing with in terms of the highs we made recently in Disney, approaching 120 now.
No doubt. Let's go inside the NDX 100, folks, and see the strength versus the weakness out here. You get Expedia up 13.5%. Align Technologies up 13. You got Marriott up 12, and United up 11.5. Now, those numbers, folks, this is okay. We're up really well. This is really dangerous to the NDX 100. Expedia, dead. Marriott, dead. United, dead. Okay, those are the strongest ones inside of the NDX 100, which is pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
Taken away from it right now is Regeneron. And what I mean by that, folks, is that those are the weakest stocks in the whole NDX 100, but yet bottom line is that that's putting some nice pop into it. And the taken away from it, you got Regeneron down to 2.9%. Citrix is off 2.5. You got Gilead off 2, and you got Zoom down 1.76. Inside the Dow Industrials, bottom line, I expect, there it is. They're all green. You got, let's see, Boeing's putting 59 points, Disney 55, 3M 49, Home Depot 46. The only one that is in the negative is that Merck. That is taken away 1.5 points. So not much there.
Strong day, yeah.
Strong, no doubt. So let's go over and take a look at United, since that's the leader out there. And bottom line is that United, folks, okay, 3 months ago was trading at $90. The bottom line, you're at $22, and 2 days ago it was at 18 with volume. So you can see what we're talking about here. You don't like to see the laggards being the top dogs in an indice that's going higher. That's exactly always a little bit dicey. When we take a look at the higher volumes out here, you got GE up 62 cents. Mardina is the big one. That's up $15. Norwegian Cruise Line's up $1.41. You got Delta up $1.50. Walt Disney's the big one. That's up $8 right now. Wells Fargo up 109. Oh, what's so intriguing, and I heard you say this in the morning on your morning show. What did happen, folks, is these financials. You had Berkshire Hathaway selling the financials. And let me show you something on J.P. Morgan, because this showed up last week. And now, what's intriguing about that, the 13 Fs that we're looking at now, folks, okay, are from January, February, and March. Okay, it's 45 days after the fact that they come out. So you don't know what has happened in those 45 days either. Okay, but with inside the financials, you saw that Berkshire, not only just Berkshire, there was a lot of big players selling all these banks, man.
Yeah.
And you could see it, as our market was going tremendously higher, Well,
they were struggling.
They were struggling. They go down with volume, and this is saying these. I was really surprised looking at some of those 13Fs about how many large players were actually getting out of J.P. Morgan. They're getting out of all of them, but that's like, okay, that's a big heads up. Like, what are they thinking that's coming down the line here? Evidently,
sure.
Zero rates.
Yeah, right, exactly. Probably exactly that. And the woes on the economy in the next, maybe you can get back in a year, 2, 3 years if things are okay. But those rates, as things try and rebound, man, and you pull it back to Buffett getting in, Goldman, in 2008, I think it went from $50 to $250. So.
Oh, yeah. And he had the preferred stock. He had the options on them. I mean, he had all the above. No doubt about that. And quite a run. Dow Industrial's up 693, Nasdaq's up 184, S&P's up 85. We got gold down $10. Silver, huge run on silver, folks. Bottom line, it's about time, but silver's in an ABC structure on the way up, $19, $20 price point. Right now you're at $17.48. Stay right there, Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 674. We get the NASDAQ up 182. S&P's up 84. And as one of our tigers is saying, Jeff from New York, is that Buffett still does own a lot of banks, and he does. Let's just look at Goldman first. And he bailed on Goldman in a huge way, though. And what you're going to be looking at here, folks, is that these are the 13F filings, if you're watching Tiger TV, and you're going to see Berkshire right at the very top. 10 million shares they sold. And as of March 31, they had 2.3 million left. If we go over to J.P. Morgan now and we take a look at J.P., he sold a very small amount of it. Now, that being said, this is what tends to happen with very large players, folks, okay? They never can get in and out quickly. So what I've always noticed is that if you start seeing some selling, it's a heads up. Now you can see Fidelity, man, is a seller. Oh, yes, Fidelity's still selling. They sold more with the 15th. What's the 15th? The 15th was like last Thursday or Friday. That's Friday. Yeah. So they moved out 8 million shares. They got 50 million left. Where is Berkshire here? I had it up here. The bottom line, it was not even at the top. He still owns a bunch of them. I thought it was like...
Maybe put the position number and it'll show the highest positions. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is there. Okay, so he sold 1.7 million of JP, but look at it, 58 million still left there.
Cool. Yeah.
But when these come out, it kind of gives you an idea of where the larger players are back, that many months. But guess what? It takes a while to get in and out of all of those. Gold, the bottom line is that this is just a never-ending deal with gold, folks. So the bottom line, they got it up. They sold it down, but guess what? This is monster volume, folks. You've already done 197,000 contracts, going into the last high that had 241,000 contracts, and that's exactly what you want. Because we'll do 240, 250,000, maybe. Yeah, I suspect we are. It's only 10:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So you're pushing it to that swing point, and you have the volume as we're going into it. Silver, man. Silver, I'm really...
Rocket ship.
I'm really happy you caught a bid, man. I mean, silver is so psycho, it's unbelievable, man. I mean, but this is quite a move on silver. You can see it blew away a B point on Friday. Just took out 1650 like nothing.
Yeah.
It's 1798 today, so we got game going all the way up to these highs once again. So
Sure, yeah.
A lot of
the Russell's
action.
The Russell's up almost 5% today. That Russell, man, talk about moving as things swing in either direction. Huge moves.
No doubt. And oil. Let's go to oil, man.
Yeah.
This oil, man. This is. I thought I was hearing things on the way in, man. I mean,
$32. It's a brave new world, man.
Yep. No doubt. You got so this active contract, you don't have much volume. This is interesting, though. Here, let me look at this again.
There's a lot of contract volume already going out to July is what's going on because of the woes that we've had.
I see. Okay.
In the June in the current month futures contract, as most of us are aware. So the trading.
Look at that. So that's what they're doing. Cool, man. Yeah. That's so unusual, folks. Okay, so it's the July contract. That's the active contract, even though it's not the active contract,
right.
And it's trading 10 times the amount of contracts.
Yeah, I mean, that's, what happens, right? Even the ETFs are no longer in that front month as much. So that's going to have a huge shift, right?
And that's why. As soon as the ETFs run the market, man. I mean, if we buy the ETFs, folks, the sponsor of the ETF has to buy the oil, and in this particular case, you're into the July contract. So that's exactly what's going on. Pretty wild.
Yeah. So talk about action. How about Thursday, man? 3 days from right now. Larry Pesavento going to be in there for his live trading event, man. Talk about a market primed for it. It'd be really interesting, Thursday's action especially, because we're going to be going into a long weekend. And I anticipate Thursday, I mean, do you really want to wait for good news or bad news over the course? There's going to be such low action as you come into late day Friday. We'll probably have some action in the morning. Thursday should be a good day, man. Getting ready. He'll be in there. You can check it out right on the front page of TFNN.com, folks. He'll be in there from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. or after, depending how that market is moving. You can get in there, join Larry. You get a month of his Fibonacci 24/7. Just in the last few minutes, Larry's sending out trades on some currencies, the euro in there. He put a great report out Sunday night for his subscribers. You get that instantly when you sign up. Get ready for Thursday. And I'm excited, man. It's a great market for a live trading event. I know Larry hasn't done anything like that in more than 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's going on Thursday. Check it out, all the details. Sign up and get in there for Fibonacci 24/7 for the few days while we get ready for that webinar.
You got to love it, man.
Oh, man.
So 9 to 12, folks, it's going to go, and then 1 to 4. Live trading, and if you've never been at a live trading event, never mind with our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, it's something to see, folks.
And then Larry's going to make sure everybody's in the room every night at 1 in the morning till 4 in the morning for the trading set. No, I kid. I joke, but that's he lives and dies it, man. It's great. And he was just out with a personal obligation this morning. Basil covered his show, man, but I know he's going to be covering your show tomorrow afternoon, and he's primed and ready to get ready for Thursday action.
I got to love it.
Yes.
So let's take a look at a few of the big dogs, because my understanding is that Amazon, we get markets that are highs, and Amazon's up $15. Okay.
No, I think they were negative at one point, at least coming into the open. I know what you're saying. I mean, they're almost, not that they trade contrary, right? But when the whole world resumes, Amazon's maybe going to lose some of the business when people start going outside and shopping. So they are facing a headwind as we get good news, but not really when you're still up on a day where huge news in the vaccine world and the markets are up 3%. Amazon's still positive.
Yeah, and it was down earlier. It was 23.84. Yeah. So then let's go to Google. And Google, folks, Google's only up 694. You can see everyone's coming after Google. The Justice Department's going to come after them. The states are coming after them. They're getting this case ready, and you can see that so you got Google's dominance of the $130 billion digital advertising market is hammering advertisers, news publishers, consumers, according to a paper that outlines how the U.S. could bring an antitrust case against the internet giant. It's going to fly. They're going to do this.
Those cases, man, I can't wait. I was too young to see Microsoft really play out. What was that, early 90s? And just right on the top of my head, I'd say, what about Facebook, man? We're competing with Facebook, the biggest social platform in the world that people live and die on, that you can spread any type of news, advertising that you want. Not to mention, guess who we're dealing with as well? Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Both valid points, but as a consumer, I know that Google's being monopolistic, man. They control the search world. So huge. I can't wait to see those arguments play out because, they are competing with Facebook for ad dollars, and they're competing with a new giant in the room, Amazon, for ad dollars. But when you control every single search, 60 Minutes did a great story a couple years ago talking about Google. And maybe it was a year or two ago, but just talking about, they brought the CEO of Yelp on, and Yelp said, I couldn't be around today with the way Google controls their own search items. Right. They put their own items in front of it. They make you think you're seeing the search results, and meanwhile, you're just seeing links to Google's own products, their own ecosystem.
Yep. The top
so it'll be
3 or 4 every time.
Right.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. We have the Dow right now up 711. NASDAQ is up 196. S&Ps are up 88. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento is hosting a special event Thursday, May 21st from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Trade What You See, a live trading event. For the first time in over 10 years, Larry will host a live event where you'll watch over his shoulder as he trades the markets live. You'll see how he organizes his trading day, the times most likely to generate a signal, what outside information he ignores, and more importantly, what he does not ignore, and much more. Larry will trade the markets in real time, including the Euro US dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, the Dow, and E-mini S&P, crude oil, gold, treasury bonds, wheat, and soybeans, and more. When you sign up, you get a month of his daily newsletter, Fibonacci 24/7 included. For all the details on Larry Pesavento's live trading event on Thursday, May 21st, and to sign up today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up by 741. We get the Nasdaq up 207. S&P's up 92. Let's go to Chip in Winter Park. Hey, Chip, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good, thank you. Listen, just a general question. Sometimes when I buy say 1,000 shares of a stock, it goes through immediately. Say at market, it goes through immediately 1,000 filled. Sometimes when I buy 1,000 shares of a stock, it goes through filled, but it goes down on the screen. It's filled in 10 $100 increments.
Yes.
Just a general question. When that happens, is that a warning sign, no volume, or does that really insignificant when that happens?
It's insignificant. Okay, so this is why. Now, listen, this is pretty cool, folks. This is a great question, number one, okay? So what ends up happening is this, is that you've seen these suits, they're called spoofing, right? So what a spoofing deal is this, I mean, people have been going to jail for it, folks, okay, is that what you can do simultaneously is you can turn around and say, okay, I want 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 right after another. And the law is that you can't put something out there if, in fact, you're not going to close on them. They've had a hard time. 20 years ago, they had a hard time proving it. They start proving it about 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, market manipulation is not legal, right? So if that's what your deal is, right, go ahead.
So now let's go to your question, though. So what ends up happening is that when you're putting shares out, let's say if I'm putting shares out for 5,000, that I want to sell 5,000, I can say I want to sell 5,000, but I only want to show 300. So what ends up happening on something like that is that if you put the 1,000 in, right, what would end up happening, the full 1,000 would come back. Okay, no problem. Even though I'm not showing the 5,000, I'm showing 300 out of the 5,000. What happens when you get 100 at a time is that the market maker is out there, and and it's going to be more than the market maker has the ability to do this, but the market maker has the ability to do that in a monster way, because I've seen it. One of the stocks that I trade, that's how it trades, because that market maker still has so much power over the equity. And most times, folks, we haven't seen that you still have it in some stocks. Years ago, the market maker had power over all of them, but there's so many retail traders now that it's different. But that's what you're seeing when that happens. Do you know what I mean?
All right, so it's not a volume issue then. It's not like low volume.
No, it's not. Okay. It is an issue. This is what I've seen. It is an issue like the equity that I'm dealing with. It is an issue when that market maker wants to jam that stock, though. That's what I've seen. Do you know what I mean? Meaning, and it's a smaller stock. It's not a big stock, but they can jam it sometimes if it's a small stock. What I mean by jamming it, if they see, let's picture that you are coming in and you want to sell 5,000, folks, okay? What happens, they start seeing a couple of those, boom, they're going to jam that stock all the way down to try to get you out at a lower price. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Can you? I did that with NUGT. Can you, if you get a chance, I don't know, can you review that again, and then I'll let you go. I'm in that NUGT. You think that's still a good trade? Gold is still kind of on the way up.
Yes, I'd stay there. Yeah. NUGT, folks, is the direction 300, 3 times leverage of the gold mining equities. No, now it's 200. That's right. It's 200 now. Yeah. I mean, gold's going higher. And, you know, the equities themselves has the momentum behind them. If you look at the XAU, the HUI, they both have broken out of a 7-year consolidation. So that's...
All right. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
You know, I've had all over the years. I've been listening to you. I got you. I used to have probably all your newsletters on and off gold. I had insights about your book. I just want to thank you. Appreciate what all you do for us guys on the gals and whatever on the radio. And then appreciate you.
We appreciate.
Can't thank you enough. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you, man. We appreciate you growling a problem with us.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Chip.
So this market's not only holding, they get the 90. Let's go look at that S&P. So the S&Ps are up 93. It looks like they're going after the highs. We had a high out here. Yeah, they're basically. I think it might have just took it out. Yeah, it did. So your first high was established up here this morning at what that's 2938.50, and I see. And we just, okay, so we're right at it. Interesting, man. So we'll see how this shakes out, man. Right at that level, though. You know. Now, when you go to the SPY, folks, what's going to be interesting here at the SPY is that we are right at the highs, and so what we haven't done is that you haven't reached the high of last week, which is the 294.74. We hit 294.27. I mean, 294.24. No, we hit it. Okay, we just hit 294.27. The actual high is 294.88. So it's going to be important because if, in fact, this can break it, then you got game up to 313, man. So this is going to be
which is crazy that was, I mean, where the world was at that time. If you remember, it seemed like, oh, man, that was quite a sell-off from 3,400 down to, what was it, below 3,000 or something?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just going to unzoom because it was in terms of it looked like, oh, man, that was rough. We traded down to 28.53. The market made it back to 31.37 in a heartbeat, right? And then we go from 31.37 down 1,000 points.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look. This is going to be a big bond week, folks. So they're coming out with a monster on Wednesday. We're pushing out some big numbers on Wednesday. The TLT out here today is down $2.40. And we'll see whether they get any volume. The lower end of this is 162. We're at 164.27. The last time that we were down here, you had volume of 14.7 million. Then it tested with 8.7. Now we're going to get about 10 or 11. We're not at that swing low yet, but this is a gap lower, and it does have some volume on that move as it's coming down. So.
And how about earnings? Just jump to, I talked about in the 8:30 show, but this week, man, we kick it off retail, talking about Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Kohl's, L Brands, Best Buy, TJ Maxx, Foot Locker, all of them, man. We got Home Depot and Walmart tomorrow, Lowe's and Target on Wednesday, Best Buy and TJ Maxx on Thursday, and Foot Locker on Friday. But interesting to see what they have to say, right? I know you got your chart of Walmart up there right now.
And Walmart's going to be looking for, let's see, they're looking for...
they're looking for $10 trillion. No, I didn't.
Yeah, $132 billion and 90 days and $1.13 to the bottom line. Pretty amazing.
Okay.
Let's go to Bob in Westford. Hey, Bob, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much, Tom. How are you doing?
Great, man. Yourself?
It doesn't get any better than this.
Hey, are you from Mass, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I haven't heard from you in a long time. How you been?
I've been fantastic, Tom. It's just riding the wave here. That's about all I can do.
Good, good. So what are we going to look at?
SSRM.
SSRM. Okay, so this is SSR Mining, okay? Precious Metals Company. You stay right there. We'll do this, lows 9, the high's 21. This is a little rocket ship, man. Holy cow. Yeah.
The high is today. There you go.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, man. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Bob. We're talking about SSRN, which I see what this was now. So this used to be Silver Standard Resources, huh?
Yeah. Yes. And there's also a merger. They just took over another company not too long ago.
Okay. So yeah, you get action here, man. This is a good-looking stock, man. You're at all-time highs.
I know. I was just wondering what an exit point would be on something like this.
I would stay right there. This is what's hard on this, okay? Normally, folks, when you take out a consolidation like this, I just take the bottom and take the top and say, okay, that's that's where it wants to go. And the bottom of this would be $9, and the top, which it broke, is 19. So that's saying $29 is that's where it wants to go, wow. Man. You're at 21.53. Now, that's a fast move, but bottom line is that's what this is laying out. And when you take a look at it, this company's making money, man. I mean, they expect $122 million next quarter, and they're still going to make money. So this is evidently a put-together company. They're dealing in Canada, 31% growth rate in Canada, and they're growing 7% in the United States and -5% in Argentina. But that's telling me you get action, and now you get silver really running too. So, the bottom line is that I think you get action there, man.
Okay. Could you look at one more quick TMQ? Is that possible?
TMQ. Let's go. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so what kind of metals they deal with? Copper exploration.
Yeah, it's Trilogy Metals.
Yeah, well, you just...
Did I give you the wrong ticker?
No, you did right one.
Trilogy Metals? Yeah.
This is going to need more cars. 188 is, it's 192, but 188 basically has to build some cars there. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Watch the volume on that one, too, Bob.
Totally. Stay right there. Think or Swim coming up next. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.